Hello all. Well, it's the usual what July in San Francisco is supposed to look like. Foggy, drizzly, wet, coldish, 50s. And that's where we are. Our second day of it. Finally. It feels so good. We're trying to squeeze another video out of this whole camera. We'll see if I can do it or not. This is hard to believe. I know you think it's impossible to believe. But you have to believe it because it's true. The U.S. House slashes funding for clean energy with a 45% cut. So what this cut means is they're going to cut almost all of the money that goes for efficiency and renewable energies. And instead, they're going to put that money into fossil fuel research. Yeah, I know, fossil fuel research. People were under attack. That's the only reason they'd be doing this stuff, is that they're trying to destroy not just the U.S. but the planet. Not only does money go into fossil fuels, but they're also going to take $1.6 billion of the money that was going into efficiency and put it into a border wall between the U.S. and Mexico. Talk about a colossal waste of money that is. I just couldn't. You know, there's such thing as ladders, there's such things as tunnels, there's such things as airplanes and boats. This wall is the biggest waste of money you could do. Put that money into stopping employees from hiring undocumented people. That's all you have to do. Go after the employers who are employing them. Why don't you do that? Oh, that would, wait a minute. Yeah, Trump kind of likes that type of work, doesn't he? Can't do that then. Okay, this is a good time to just go over to the board and let's go look at CO2. Oh, look who's here. Mushy. He wanted to come and join us. So, let me explain this a little to you guys, because there's still crap out there coming up with things such as humans aren't burning as much fossil fuel anymore. They've leveled off. Pollution's leveled off. Absolute crap. You know why? It's because of this right here. Here's the graph of the way CO2 works. September it's at its lowest. May, June it's its highest. Right now we're in July, so we're coming back down on the curve. Now the curve will peak at the low end in September, which will be about here. So what my point is here is that July 27, 2017 saw 407.05 parts per million. July 26 of last year, it was at 403.95 parts per million. That can't happen unless you're putting more CO2 in the air, right? Exactly. So 2017 is on record to being the hottest year since climate records have been taken. So far this year, global temperatures have been 1.64 degrees Fahrenheit above the threshold of the 20th century. Remember, we're not supposed to go above 2 or we're going to kill ourselves. And every scientist is saying that. But yet, here we are, very close, and we're just speeding right through this. We're no more going to or slow this down than we did at 350 parts per million of CO2, what we were supposed to stop at. Remember that? Well, thanks, Mushy, for helping. And did you want to do the eraser? So the Energy Department has been prohibited, that's right, it cannot hold the standards for light bulb efficiency. This is just one example of what this bill is going to do. So the standard for light bulb efficiency will no longer be allowed to be enforced, so they want less efficient light bulbs. Mushy, can you believe this? Less efficient light bulbs. Today's light bulb standards saves people of the U.S. $195 billion a year. Oh, that's what they're after. They want that money back in their pockets. They don't want you having some savings. And of course, the savings on how much CO2 goes into the atmosphere, 700 million tons a year by these standards. You could look at it another way. It takes 204 coal-powered power plants offline every year. This is pretty scary stuff, guys. They're going after every piece of safety net that the U.S. and the world have. Greed has completely taken over these two parties. Mostly the Republicans, but the Democrats, you know, there's no call for impeachment. What happened with that? I mean, are we really going to go through 4 years of this hell? Do you think there's going to be a country left if we put up with Donald Trump for 4 years? I think other countries will just nuke the hell out of us. I think that one will start and they'll all just do it to get rid of us. I just can't believe that we're acting like this and putting up with it. What's next? Who knows? The camera's still working. So I do have another one in planned on buying, but we can't do it just yet. Thinking of the G3X, or the Canon G3, I think is what it's called. Anyway, it looks like a pretty interesting camera. We're just saving a little moolah to get it, and then the pink Barrio will look good again. So I definitely appreciate all the comments you guys are leaving, and your ups and the downs, and until next time,